All right, ladies and gentlemen, my show for today is After the Fast Life. And the reason why I come up with this title is simply because there's a lot of things going on in life. When you're in the game, you're on active duty. When you're on active duty, you are still participating in the fast life. As a true player, 100%, everything you do, everything you get, it comes from the game. And you're active in the game, so you're campaigning to get elected and all the other things that are going on with the game, you understand? So it's all good. But after the game, if you're able to make it, if very few people retire from the game, because when you retire from the game, what is actually required from that retirement is sobriety and the rest of those things. You can be if you're not sobriety, if you haven't got your sobriety and none of those other things, quite naturally you're stuck in the game. Because you got to play to keep your habits up, you understand? So you ain't able to retire. So it kind of go like hand in hand. So it's kind of like when you retire from the game, it's like you're going to another level, and it's a positive level as far as your life is concerned. As far as your life is concerned, you're looking for a whole new situation. You're established mentally, physically, and emotionally, and wisdom-wise. You're at your plateau on a knowledge level, to where what you're doing now is living in comfort, peace of mind, and satisfaction. You want the things in life that the rest of the squares and everybody want that we talk about. You want that peace of mind, that one woman, you understand me, that can make you happy, and all the rest of the struggles and things that are going on, you're not really tripping off them. You know, you're staying relevant in the game, you understand what I'm saying, for presentation, you understand me, for your name to ring as far as a veteran, as far as a player that has made it to this certain level. You one of the ones that ranks in the game as far as making it, as far as you won when you got to a certain level and you're playing and you're at that level, you understand what I'm saying, when you can say you retired from the game. I don't mean you got a job and you left a fast life and you went and drove the bus. That's not what I'm talking about. You went and got an office job. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you actually left the fast life to another life. It can be something constructive as like a counselor or something in the drug program, dealing with something on that level that's not physical, that's related to education and dealing with better the condition of children and all that type of stuff. That's good. That's all good for the game. That's that leaving the fast life going to the good life. That's all right. There's several players I know that done that. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. You understand? The bottom line is, though, that people have to understand is that when you actually left the game, it don't really mean you left the game as far as, if it's in you, it's really there. It's not going to go nowhere. As far as your style, the way you dress, your charisma, your talents, you know what I mean, and the attractiveness that you have toward women liking you and things like that, that's all part of the game. That's something that you've been ingrained in you. That's your style that's been part of you for many years. So all that doesn't go nowhere. That stays with you. You understand? But after the life, after the fast life, you live a better life. You understand? You slow down. You do things every day. Naturally, you don't be up all night chasing women and doing all kind of different things. You do positive stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing this show. This is a positive thing I'm doing right now. You understand? Letting people know after the game. You understand what I'm saying? There's other things. I mean, people write books. People, you understand me, entertain music. You know what I mean? They do different things. Like I was speaking up on Smiley when I said that after he retired from the game, he started entertaining and doing things like that, where he said he can look good and be productive. Fillmore Slim's doing the same thing. He's looking good, being productive, being an entertainer. See, these are things that people do. They say that in American Pimp, that a lot of players that retired, they went to the music industry, or they did something that still kept them flying, kept them live, and kept them on time, kept them getting their attention. But it was nothing illegal. They weren't doing anything wrong. And they were doing something within their category, within their bracket. It's like when you get older, you be an older person. So you got to do things that is in your caliber. You know, like I was telling people about the pimping goes. I said, that's a young man's game. You don't do that. You're an old dude, you mess with young women, have young women on the track and all that. That's not no good no way. That ain't never like it was before anyway. That's not even the same game no more. But I'm saying that if you're an older person, that's not what you do. You know, if you want to be around women that have money, then you patronize places where women that are established that are doing good. You go to church. You understand me? You go to clubs and hotels and places where people are doing better where they're at. That's what you do. You go to those type of places, you understand? And you affiliate with people that's doing good. You know what I mean? And then that way you identify with the people that are doing good, and you do better as well, you know? And it's that type of thing that real players, you understand what I'm saying, try to elevate to another level. You know what I mean? They striving for the entertainment field and different things that they're doing, which is all good, you understand? The main thing you got to do and don't never stop doing is living and staying busy and having a purpose. These are things that you have to do. You understand me? When you leave the fast life, you still got to live a good life. And that's what people don't understand. Living a good life with the experience that you have and the knowledge that you have, you understand what I'm saying? You don't have to live a troublesome life. As long as you're not on drugs and you're not tarnishing and you're living right, eating good, and living good, then you can live and be happy. And that's the number one reason, the thing that you want now, when you get in your older years in life, as they say, when you get in your golden years, or how you want to say, when you live in, you understand me, in the life of a gentleman and a scholar at a certain age, you can live it to the benefit of its maximum, and you'll get results as far as just being yourself and being the person that you are. And that don't mean lying and cheating and stealing and doing things wrong and misusing people. It's just like when you go to church. People that are really true, 100% real in the game, when they go to church or whatever they do as far as in life, they're going to be 100% and be real with it because they're real people. You understand me? And they take whatever they were in, whatever life, whatever past life, whatever game they was in, whatever they did, when they left that particular field and they went into the game, and when they come out the game, that the person that they are is still there. The real person that they are is still there. The real is still real. So whenever field they go into, whatever move they make, whatever they do, they're going to be great. Because they was great all through the game, you understand me? And that's who they are, is who they were. They weren't playing a role, they were being the person that they are. And when you be the person that you are, you understand me, you're going to come out winning every time. Because winning is on your menu. You know, you don't even know the recipe for failure. You know what I'm saying? You've been winning so long, you understand me? You've been winning so long that you don't even know the recipe to failure. You know what I'm saying? It's not even in your mix. You understand me? It's been eliminated so long in your life to where everything is automatic, you understand me, on a win situation. It's like everything you do and everything you touch, it's all gravy, you understand me? It's all on a win situation because that habit is ingrained in you. You know, the winning seed is in you. You understand? So whatever you do, you understand what I'm saying, you're going to be successful at it. And this is the reason why it's not something that you can just say, you tell somebody how to do something. You can't just do that. They got to look at how you do things, watch what you do, watch your manners, how you act, things that you do, the way you live, the life you live. You know what I mean? They got to really be paying attention because it ain't no easy task, you understand me? Youngsters ask all the time, you understand me? They want to know, you know, how to win and how to do this. And then they fool around there and try to follow somebody else's pursuit rather than create their own. What somebody else do may not be for you. You got to realize what makes you happy and what is on your menu. You understand me? What is there for you? You understand me? That can make you win. Because, you know, like nowadays, I say opportunities going to school and trying to be somebody great in that nature. But it's not easy, you understand me? Anything worth having is not easy. And being in the game, you understand me? Surviving the game in fast life was not easy. Because many people did not make it. They perished in the game or they had to give it up before there was time. They gave it up before it's time, so they didn't win in the game, they lost in the game because they changed fields. You got dudes who's in their 30s, you understand what I'm saying? They prime time in the game, and then they got out the game and got a job, you understand what I'm saying, working, but then they consider themselves a player and go out there on the weekend faking in the game. No, that don't work, brother. You understand? You ain't doing nothing but lying to yourself because the real game knows it, you understand me, and real players know. And it's a thing the way, you understand what I'm saying? You might have been in the game, but you understand me, you ain't part of the game. And it's like, you know, when they start giving up trophies and being real about this game, you might get one, but it ain't going to be under the realism. It's going to be under something that ain't really true to it. You understand? And that's one thing about this life that people don't understand. You know what I mean? I don't like to talk about it when I'm outside running my business and doing my thing. I ain't got nothing to say about the game when people start saying pimp this, pimp that, this, that, and other. It's a joke to them. I ain't got time to play because I earned this keep and I played my role when it was time to play. You understand what I'm saying? I was serious about my business and took care of my business like it's supposed to be taken care of. And that's why all my business is going to be on top of it, because I am. And that's the reason why I say to myself, you know what I mean, when I encounter people every day, you know, and I ain't got nothing to say. I let other people do all the talking. You know what I'm saying? Because they tell me different things all the time. You've been like this for years. You've been dressing like this. You've been doing this. Well, it's automatic with me. It's just something I do. And I don't do it trying to impress you. You understand? I do it because that's what I do. You understand? It's a part of me. And it goes as far back when I was 16, 17 years old. Then I just changed up a little bit and got relaxing between the middle and started, you understand me, you know, being more relaxed when I thought I had things in control. But then I found out, you understand me, right then, right when you think you're relaxing, you got to pump up the gas, you understand what I'm saying, and try to move on forward, man, because it ain't like that. You know, you got to stay on top of your game. But I had to go through the trials and tribulations, because it's like my main bro back in the day, when I wanted to quit after I did my 2 years, it wasn't time for me to quit. It was too much in me anyway. But the point of it is that I wanted to do this, try to square thing out. I actually really wanted to do that. But it had to be me and her both. It had to be teamwork. You understand what I'm saying? We would have been a happy family. But that square thing was not in me because it didn't come through. The same thing with the longshoreman and the merchant marine and all those different square jobs. Square stuff was not in there for me. Even though it was something that was a dream in my head when I was doing my time, my 2 years in the joint. It always was in the back of my head, being a square. But the minute I popped out them doors, you understand what I'm saying, the reality sunk in. And my partners was riding brand new bones and doing what they're supposed to do. And I was missing a beat only because I was, understand me, in the joint sleep. And then when I got out, bam, I got right back on track, you understand, because due to the fact that was me. Macking was me, man. It wasn't no other way. I didn't know no other way, you understand? It was just something I did that sounded good and felt good. But actually doing it, it was not easy. It was easy to get back in the game. That was like automatic, you understand? Hitting the road, hitting the highway, and making things my way. That was the way to go. And I loved every minute of it. I ain't got nothing to regret, you understand what I'm saying? Because I got through it. You understand? As a true blue 100% player. And a lot of people, I say, can't do that because there's very few that did it like it's supposed to be done. I don't mean, you understand me, half-step, but I mean full-fledged, you understand me? All the way 100% in the game. You know what I mean? But the thing about it is like this here, is that after the life, like I said, after the life, you got to go continue playing, but it's not really playing, it's just really surviving, it's just making your money, doing what you do, living off the fat of the land, trying to stay strong, trying to stay on top, till that right girl come along, you understand me, and send you up like a rocket. And it'll happen, you understand? And if it don't happen, you got to go, you pursuing something. So as long as you pursuing, you stay down till you lay down, you understand me? That's what it's all about. It ain't no other way, it ain't no in and out, it ain't no retirement. It ain't no quitting and just swaying all the way up. It don't happen, but after the fast life, it's like they say, you didn't left the game. You didn't left the game, it ain't no game no more. It's not even nothing to play with. You truthful all the way. Everything you say, everything you do is all the way the truth. It always was the truth at the time, but it was a story you told abroad or told people because you was trying to keep your game together. You know what I mean? Now it's the truth because if you on top, you win. I'm talking about spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, and physically, and financially. But I'm gonna tell you something about the financial situation. As long as you well off and you living good enough, you understand me, to where you ain't want for nothing, and you ain't asking for nothing, but you living your life the best of your ability, and you going forward every day, you looking up, and you staying clean, and you staying razor sharp, and you're on the campaign trail. As long as you're doing that, you understand what I'm saying, you're on the winning edge. You understand me? You're on the pursuit, you understand me? When you're on the pursuit, it's going to jump, you understand me? Because you're on a relentless pursuit, you understand me? Except now it ain't on a prostitute, it's you're on a relentless pursuit, you understand what I'm saying, of success, you understand me, and happiness. And all the things that everybody wanted at the end of the rainbow, you pursuing it because there's things you still want that, you understand what I'm saying, that's in your grasp. And that's what you're trying to get in these last 10 or 20 years, I say I got another 10 or 20 years, you understand me, per se. You know what I'm saying? I'm just estimating that. You know what I'm saying? Just to round it off. And in the 10 to 20 years, you understand what I'm saying? We got ultimate goals that we're going to go with and be pursuing. And this is what I'm trying to achieve. Ain't no trying to achieve. I'm on the pursuit of acquiring the things that I need and that I want. You understand what I'm saying? At this autumn stage of life, and which is going to be all right, you understand? Because it's like this here. If you ain't pursuing nothing, you ain't gonna be nothing. You got to be striving for something, or you'll just be nothing. You know, and you just be wallowing in misery because you won't know how to get to happiness and get to that state of mind where I told you how happiness is one thing. See, I'm happy. That's where I'm at when I wake up every day. Happiness is there. I'm there. I'm already at the happiness part. See, I'm at the happiness. Happiness is where I'm at. It's like despite all the things I went through, like I had operation last week, I had a hernia operation. I don't talk about negativity. It's because I'm here to talk about the good. See, I can tell you about all the things I went through and all that, but that's not, the point is I'm here today shining bright, looking good, looking nice. You understand? Despite of what I've been through. Because we all go through something. If you don't go through something, you understand what I'm saying, you ain't really living. You understand? And that just makes you a better person, a stronger person. And all these appointments and all these doctors I see and things that I do to get me better in shape, it's all good for me, you understand? And then when I get in order, like next week, when I get ready to get back in the gym, I'll be able to do that successfully like I'm supposed to. So all I'm doing is just doing what I'm supposed to do, being the best me that I can be every day in each and every way. You understand what I'm saying? If I can do that, then I'm okay. You understand? Because I'm not one to complain. You know, they was crying last week. They said, where was you at for 4 days? We didn't know where you was at, you understand? Well, the day of the surgery, I didn't tell nobody nothing. You understand me? When I left, I just told my seed Friday, I won't be around tomorrow. I didn't tell them nothing because I don't tell people, I don't complain, tell people what I'm going to do. They don't never know what my left hand and my right hand going to do. They don't know what move I'm making. You understand? I tell them about it after I came back. And they was worried hell about me, you understand? But that's okay. I said, look here, I'll tell you about it when you see me, you understand me, after it's over. I don't tell you what I'm finna do on my next move, because if I tell you, everybody else will know. And that ain't my program. I don't play like that way. You understand what I'm saying? I don't trust nobody in life or the game or anything else. I learned that from the game. You know what I'm saying? Then nobody know my business. I don't care if it's serious business or what kind of business. It's business. And they ain't gonna know about my business, you understand me? Because that's the way I play. You understand me? That's the way I roll, you understand me? And furthermore, you understand me, let me tell you this. I'm on the verge, you understand me? I'm on the show enough. I'm on the show enough. What I mean by that is, you understand me? I'm being the best I can be. And like I said, after the fast life, anything you do, whatever you do after the fast life, if it's positive, and you striving to make other people be an example, so other people can see you as a full force of an influence, of a landmark, of a person, you understand what I'm saying, that's showing the true example of life in a positive way in the city. That's all I want to do. I know you got clowns that want to ridicule and talk bad about a player, different things, man. That just make me feel better because they talking about, you understand me, talk bad about me, you understand me, and say get out the way or something, said negative. When I left him, I felt good because I said to myself, I said, you know what, here this cat, you understand me, came up at me, had the nerve to be mad at me because I'm looking good, you understand what I'm saying? He had a whole pink suit on, no, yellow, I had a yellow suit on, yellow canary glasses, yellow hat, yellow everything, shoes head to toe, and I'm looking as good can look. And I know I felt good and look good. And this cat said this, and I said, well, man, somebody hating me. I gotta get a hater too. I gotta get somebody's bird up. I gotta get somebody to say something smart, you understand what I'm saying? Because I'm having an effect. You understand me? When I'm having an effect on somebody, and then the next person comes to me talking about how good I look. So you understand me? I don't let that shit affect me. I just be the best I can be every day, you understand me? And if I feel like shining, bringing the sun out when it's dark, when it's a gloomy day, then that's what I do, you understand me? Because that's how I feel and that's how I play. But another thing, you understand me, I'm gonna let everybody know this. Like I say, you understand me, you got to stay strong. Whatever you go through, don't complain. Just deal with your situation and look at the bright side of every situation. Any day you wake up that you're able to face the nation and go with the greatest of ease and handle your business and go where you want to go and do what you want to do, you winning right there. You winning right there. And after the fast life, in the fast life we was winning, but we had to go with the bitter and the sweet. We had to have chicken one day, fast the next, and the rest of that shit that go around with it. But right now, you understand, you can have chicken every day, man. And it ain't nothing wrong with it because it's just after the life, after the fast life. You understand what I'm saying? And you twice as good and way better because you know how to manage your money now. You understand me? You don't get broke no more, you understand me? You understand me? You ain't tripping like that, you understand? You're established. You know, where you learn how to keep some money and stay straight and stay on top of your business. Because when you was in the fast life, you was getting high most of the time and you was going with the bitter and the sweet because that's how it went. You know what I mean? That was all part of the game and we accepted that. But now on the afterlife, you got it right. That's why this is after the fast life, because it's the part of life that we got right. We got a life after the fast life. That's when we got it right. You understand? But you made it through the fast life. Because the fast life, you ain't going to never get it all the way right. What you going to do in the fast life? If you seriously 100% player now, if you selling big drugs or doing something like that, you gamble. That's like taking a gambling chance. Then you're going to win or you're going to lose. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't going to be no ifs, ands, and buts. But you ain't really playing. You playing, but mostly when you y'all selling drugs, you ain't playing no more. You on a different field. You, like I said, you gamble. You selling drugs. You understand? When you playing for your money every day, man, I'm talking about really praying for the money every day, man. And you know you're a real player, man. And like that there goes, when you finish the life and you win at the end of the game, you understand what I'm saying? You happy just because you was able to get out the game. You understand me? And there's a few of us that I run into regularly, JoJo player, you understand me, CB, you understand me, Candyman, you understand me, Jason. It's a whole lot of us that are after the fast life. We are around after the fast life, and we're able to talk about it, reminisce on it, and speak on things like that. We was talking about it the other day, you understand me? We was in office, and we was kicking game, and we was talking about different things, and places we went, how we played, how the man was talking about how he got on the bus, didn't have no money, went to the bathroom, got off the Greyhound bus, went over there, grabbed the wallet from a woman, then he gave it back to her because he found out that the people was waiting for the tithes at the church. Now that's a hell of a player. To play like that, that's what I'm saying. The man played like that was playing by the rules. He kept it in the game, man. See, that's why he was. I told him, I said, man, that's why you're able to talk about it now, because you played fair. If you hadn't played fair and didn't do things right, man, you'd be punished, man. The game would have punished you. The game would get you. You ain't got to worry about it. The game would get you, man. A lot of things people don't understand. When you out there in the game and you doing things wrong, I see cats that did me wrong, man. I mean, really did me wrong, and they was on the sidewalk all tore up, man. They lost half of their mind. They ain't thinking right. They talking to themselves. They done went crazy, man, because they didn't do the game right. The game charged them, man. You know what I'm saying? The game will get you. You ain't got to worry about nobody else getting you. That's why I let things slide, man. The cat bust my windows out behind a broad and all that stuff. And I told you understand me, players was wanting to go get him and stuff. I said, man, let that man go. Because that man doing some shady shit. He was wrong what he did to me, and the game's going to get him. Don't you know that man jumped through a window, burglarized the house, and fell through a skyscraper, a glass top window, and fell to his death about 2 months later after he did that to me? And I told him, catch Carlos and the players on the host. I said, man, don't worry about him. I said, he's doing crazy stuff, disrespecting people, and he's going to get his repercussions. It's going to happen, and you ain't got to worry about it, because that's how it go. But I'm going to let these people come in, because I'm going to close my show and let everybody know that that's how the game, after the life, you got to still know how to live right. You still got to have rules to the life you live. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to close my show and let everyone know that it's been a pleasure. And you kids, like I tell you youngsters, wear your pants like you want to. Just make sure they're clean. Because I'm not going to tell you how to wear them. But just as long as they're clean and you be a gentleman in life. All right now. It's your show now, girl.